that was the last of the representatives from the Lord Mayoral teams. We now have 4 speakers representing council groups. The first one is Marcus Fielding, who is representing Serving Melbourne with Integrity. Marcus,
well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Marcus Fielding is my name, as was mentioned. It's a tough act to follow, Phil. It's a tough act to follow a lot of these Lord Mayoral teams who seem quite large and overpowering, but I've decided to throw my hat in the ring simply as an independent standing as a councillor. And I think what you've got to remember is that whatever happens on voting day, council is going to be comprised of some potpourri of 44 different candidates, and there'll be a real mix of different personalities and ideologies. So the thing that I want to try and emphasise is integrity. I believe in independence, I believe in transparency, and I believe in making the best decision for all parties concerned. From my earliest days, when I was born and raised in Melbourne, I've always had a great respect for the city. I left the city for 30 years because I joined the military and I travelled all around the world seeing different countries that weren't as fortunate as ours. I returned back to Melbourne 5 years ago and it's not the same city that I remember. And my running mate, Sallyann, has the same issues. We've got a lot of trouble with crime, graffiti, gangs, traffic flows, garbage, security. I know a lot of women that aren't comfortable walking around the city at night time. And I just believe that there's a lot of things that council can do a little bit better. I'd like to mention that we don't accept any donations and we don't have any political affiliation. I guess the other thing that I've been seeing in the last couple of years is that a lot of decisions have a political slant to them and it's not necessarily the best outcome. So I'm not driven by any ideology and I'm not driven by any single issue either. I'd like to think that I'm a reasonable person, much like you, who can look at all the evidence and the facts, make a balanced, informed decision that is in the best interest of all the parties concerned. We have a great city, let's not complain too much. I've seen other parts of the world that are a lot worse off than we are. It is a terrific city, but I think there are some things that can be done better, and I've mentioned some of those this evening, and there's a bunch of other topics that the others have raised this evening. I'm not a political junkie, I'm not a political animal. My wife asked me what the hell am I doing getting involved in this. Believe me, I do it with some reluctance, but I have a sense of public service that drove me into the military, drove me into a whole bunch of places around the world to try and make things better, and I'm here again against my better judgment to try and value add to an organisation that obviously has a lot of different competing interests. Okay, more importantly, I look forward to your questions this evening. It's not more about us telling you what you should prioritise, but more importantly, it's about what's important to you. So I'm looking forward to the Q&A,